Hello everybody. Today I am going to do my spoiler review of Doctor Strange. So if you have not seen Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, don't watch the video because I am going to do some spoilers. I'm going to talk about some scenes, what I liked, what I didn't like, how I thought the movie overall, some things I think they could have done, some things I really liked that they did include. Well, let's get started. Well, as I have the last trailer they put out running on a loop in the background here, hopefully this won't cause any problems with copyright since I don't have any sound going for it, and I'm going to stay on top of most of it. So, anyway, the movie is pretty good. It starts off, Doctor Strange going to the wedding of his ex-girlfriend, Christina. I think that's her name. Anyway, um, goes to her wedding. He has to deal with the fact that she's marrying somebody else who happens to be a fanboy of his too, which is ironic and kind of a slap in the face to some extent. They do play up some nice humor throughout the entire movie, with little snippets here and there. Uh, the beginning of the movie actually starts with the dream sequence you see in the trailer. You get a little bit more detail on that, and that Doctor Strange tries to kill America Chavez, and she escapes him. He escapes. Well, he causes her to escape because he knows he's dying, so he goes ahead and gets her a way to escape. And they do include a lot of stuff there. It's like I said, there's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff. I don't know the way they did this. I was hoping that they would have a hidden villain, and they wouldn't have been the people that were speculating that Wanda was going to be the bad guy in this. I was hoping that was wrong, but they were right. She turns out to be the big bad in this one. Even though in the end she kind of redeems herself to some extent, which is kind of good. And they also opened the door to have a replacement Wanda, one that actually has the two boys in an alternate universe. I think they actually start numbering the universes too, which is kind of cool. I believe they said that the Marvel movie universe is going to be 616, is what alternate version of Christina numbered it. And I think her universe is 818 or something along those lines. And sorry, my cat keeps jumping up on the keyboard here. And let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, the Illuminati shows up. You see them in the trailer. They don't really show a whole lot. You don't get a breakdown of who they are. I saw somebody posted the fight between the Illuminati and Wanda. That fight was anticlimactic for the most part. They overpower her a lot in this movie. I mean, she literally took the Illuminati out like they weren't really there. I mean, even the most powerful character, she took him out within seconds, and apparently the person doesn't even know how Black Bolt's powers actually work, because what she did wouldn't have worked. But anyway, I guess they had to make sure that everything kept going on, so they just, well, they had to kill them off. They were more or less just to slow her down so Steven can do his thing. Patrick Stewart was awesome as always. He did a good job as come back for his Professor Xavier, or at least this version of Professor Xavier. They had a black Captain Marvel for some reason. I don't know why. I guess they couldn't get the regular actress to do the show, to do the movie. I don't know. Maybe she's filming the Captain Marvel 2 or something. But they did get what's her name, Peggy Carter, to do her Captain Britain from what looked like the What If series, but my understanding this is a whole different universe. So yeah, I don't think well, I don't know. They never actually explored that universe to see who was there and who wasn't there. So maybe she's officially dead by the end of this one. They killed that character off. I don't know why they killed her off the way they did. That was kind of messed up, but okay. Uh, the only one left was of the Illuminati was Mordo. He stayed alive because he ran away. Reed Richards, which was in the Illuminati, he died pretty pathetically. Wanda turned him inside out and turned him pretty much into spaghetti. Kind of gross, really. I did like some of the travel between the different universes. I wish they'd done more with that. That's one of the things I was looking forward to with this movie, is hoping that they'd do a little more universe hopping, but they really didn't do a whole lot of it. So that was a little disappointing, to be honest. They did do a little bit where they skimmed through at least 6 universes, maybe 7, might have been as much as 10, in the first dimension hop, where she took Strange with her, which you see here, part of it. It was interesting. Also, I was hoping to see a Marvel character called Dreamwalker. They had a figure. The figure is with the toy set for this movie, but they did not have him in it. They had the concept of him in the movie, but they didn't have the character, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping he'd show up and maybe be a ringer for Strange to help him out or something, to do something here, but they didn't have him, so that's kind of disappointing. Let's see. Wanda is actually pretty much gone completely insane because of the Darkhold. Strange uses the Darkhold in another dimension where he fights what everybody was thinking was the What If Ultimate Doctor Strange, but apparently it was another Doctor Strange that destroyed his universe with universal incursion and has that third eye because of the Darkhold, which comes into play at the end of the movie. That character doesn't make it, of course, duh. But anyway, this cat. Sorry. But yeah, Wong had a really big role. He was holding his own as Sorcerer Supreme. He was really holding his own through a lot of the fighting. They wiped out a lot of people in this movie. A lot of people died. It was pretty dark. But then again, it is Sam Raimi, so what do you expect? He is a very dark individual. He likes to do very dark movies. And let's see. Bruce Campbell, of course, has his cameo because, again, it is a Sam Raimi movie. So Bruce Campbell's, of course, going to be in it. And the scene they did was kind of cool. It was a short scene towards the beginning, after the first dimension jump, that they run into Bruce Campbell's character as a food vendor on the street. He starts demanding money from Strange because America Chavez stole some food from his cart. And what's funny in that scene is Bruce's character, Dr. Strange, puts a spell on his fist, which starts punching him and beating him up, just like it did in Evil Dead 2. And as he's leaving, Chavez asks him, how long is that going to go? And he's like, it has to wear off eventually, about 3 weeks. Which is kind of funny and hilarious. And you can see him in the background. He's actually doing pretty much the bit he did from Evil Dead 2. Almost, all the same stuff he did in that, which is awesome. Love Bruce Campbell. And they also did another little clip of him at the very end of the credits. He is the post-credit scene where he finally stops punching himself in the face, and he looks at the camera, breaking the fourth wall, and says, "It finally stopped," and did his iconic smile and start laughing like a maniac like he did from Evil Dead. That was cool. That was beyond cool. Uh, it was worth waiting to the end of the scene, end of the credits to watch it. Also, there was a thing at the end of the movie, a post-credit scene, where Strange is walking out of the sanctum and walking down the street. He screams and falls to his knees, and when he looks up, the third eye is in his head. Okay, and then it cuts back to showing him come out of the sanctum again, this time wearing the cloak as a scarf, and he's walking, doing this, almost a repeat of the same scene. And as he's walking, this character shows up, and I am probably going to butcher her name. I think it's Kalia, maybe. I'm not very good with that, but this is her. This is a brief bio on her. She apparently becomes his wife in some of the comics. She is the Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Dimension. She uses 2 purple swords to cut a hole in this fabric time, and tells him that he caused an incursion and that he needs to come with her. And he said okay, and the third eye shows up on his forehead just before they jump into the hole in reality that she cut to what appears to be the Dark Dimension. But I believe these 2 things happen in 2 separate universes and happen simultaneously. I don't think this is like one day and then the next day. I believe this is supposed to be something that happens simultaneously with 2 universes that are combining. And this might be how they're going to bring in the mutants later in one of the other series. I'm not sure what. I have to see what the next movie is in the Marvel Cinema thing, but sometimes they're not in order, so it might not matter what they're planning. And again, it was a good movie. Definitely stay to the end of the credits. You want to see that Bruce Campbell clip. It is worth watching. It is funny. And as always, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think if you saw the movie. What do you think they should have had in it? What do you think they should have took out of it? I think it was good. Obviously, I don't know how the theaters are where everybody else lives, but my theater was packed. They is sold out, and the cashier told me they had sold out every show that day. So apparently they are going strong on this one. They said some of their shows have been sold out for a week. So yeah, this movie is going to do big. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Like, subscribe, comment. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.